Hey, hi everybody, it's the Papa and Susan. Hey, I'm gonna make a quiche for you tonight. We've done quiche before, and you've done it. You did make a great quiche, but I found a recipe that will make two, and it's a spinach. And what I like about it, it's fresh spinach, and bacon, Swiss cheese, and all that. And I'm going to keep one for us overnight tomorrow. Put it in the fridge when I bake it. And then I'm going to bake the other one, of course, same time tonight. Take it over to the other condo with my brother and sister-in-law. They're coming in tonight for about 4 or 5 months. And so it'll be nice for them to have a dinner or a late breakfast kind of thing in the morning.
We want to welcome them.
We'll welcome them, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. And actually, I think what I'm going to do, Sue, is do a bonus after this is all done, because I got the oven on and everything else. So I pulled out my cast iron, and I'm going to heat this thing up real hot, and I'm going to make you for tonight with a little bit of sourdough that I've got. Take the sourdough before I put it away. I'm going to make you a pizza.
Oh, great.
In the skillet, okay? So I'll show everybody how to do that too. So a quick thing. But anyhow, here we go, all right? And by the way, this is gonna be a little different. We're doing it on Susan's camera because my other camera, the batteries are both dead for some reason, so I don't know what the deal is.
No, it'll work.
Yep, this will work. So you wanna go and get the camera off or the phone off. Whatever you gotta do, So anyhow, this is how we start. I've got a big bowl, and I'm going to take and put 8 eggs in it, crack 8 eggs in it. And should have had this done. In the meantime, by the way, I've got my pie crust, and I'm doing it very easy tonight. I got 2 frozen I use the
Pillsbury.
Yeah, the Pillsbury. Oh, here it is. And I just did it in. I'm doing it cheap and simple tonight. I wadded up a little bit of parchment I put in. I'm not going to bake it that long, but I am going to par bake for about 5 minutes because I want these just to harden up a little bit, but I don't want them to go too long where they shrink and I have to mess with it. So that's that. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes, or else I'll forget. This is really an easy deal. It's just 8 eggs, and it's about 2 3/4 cup of heavy cream that we're gonna do. So I've got 3. Here's 4. Okay, and into my measuring here, I'm going to put in 2 3/4 cup of cream. And I'll tell you what we do with this. We're going to whisk this a little bit and get those egg yolks broken. And then there we go. Once they're done, I'm only going to put in about half of this and whisk it. There we go. And then once it gets really good, and you really want to make it so it's creamy, that's the idea here. You don't want I could have probably done this in the mixer or the blender or something, I suppose.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
My arm's hurting. I've been carrying boxes of Christmas stuff.
Today was the takedown Christmas day.
I hate it. But it goes down easier than it goes up, that's for sure.
Sure does. Yes, but it tends to grow a little every year.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the remaining cream and keep mixing. And into this, I'm also going to add about a quarter, I had a teaspoon, there it is. A 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, there it is, and 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And we're gonna mix this all around in there. There we go. I need a bigger bowl, I'm a little tight here.
Yeah, because you got to put all that spinach.
No, I'm gonna put all, it goes a little differently. I'm gonna actually put all of the ingredients in, divided evenly in between, and then I'm going to pour that over. Yeah.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah, that way I know I'm not overflowing the dumpling, you know what I mean?
That's right, yeah.
So basically,
that'll work.
See how nice and creamy
Yep.
that is? That's just really great. So that's that, okay? So we're gonna let that just sit and we'll rest that over here for a few moments. In addition to the egg and heavy cream, of course, I'm gonna put in a little bit of mushroom. By the way, if you wanna make this thing, I'm putting bacon in, but if you wanna make it vegan, replace everything, about a half a cup worth of mushrooms. And I've got my bacon already cooked here, and all I'm going to do with that is I'm also going to, and that's about a half a cup here, but I'm just putting it into a rough chop. Nice. So that goes in there. And then the bigger item, of course, with this is going to be, it calls for about 5 ounces of spinach. And I've picked up some baby spinach the other day. In fact, it was on sale, so that was pretty neat. And this is a 10-ounce thing. And I'm going to do 5 ounce, about half of that. So again, I'm gonna do some rough chopping just because I want it to not be so hard to eat.
I don't think I've ever put fresh spinach in.
No, I know, and I'm looking forward to this actually. A little bit. There. And then I also am going to put in just a small amount of red onion. And it does call for it, and it's not a lot, but just enough to bring a little flavor to the mix. Just like that. And we're going to chop that down. Great. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, now what I've done is in my bowl, I've mixed all of my bacon, my mushroom. I did about a tablespoon of that red onion. You don't want to do too much, it'll overpower things. My mushrooms, my bacon, my spinach, and my cheese. And I did on the cheese, about a cup and a half of shredded Swiss cheese. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our pies that we just pulled out and we're going to put this in here like this. And you try to split it half and half as best you can. And you realize that it's all going to cook down as well, so.
You could have used deep dish, probably.
I probably should have, yeah, on the crust, you mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
right.
And probably should have, actually, now that I think about it. Mm-hmm. But let's see what we get, if we can get some of the
I'd imagine you could put it all in a 9x13 and do it as a casserole too, if you want.
And again, I'm going to try to do half and half here.
Whoop, it's flowing on the other side.
Sorry.
You got to watch.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I was backward. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it went behind you.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can't fix that. Oop. I think one of these is going to be mine and one of these are going to be Renee's and Ron's.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I sort of messed that up, folks. So be careful what you're doing. Don't do like I just did. And here it is, because my crust did, even though I tried not to, and I didn't want to get out the baking beans and all that, you know, or the whatever they call those things. But
it did suggest, the recipe suggested that you
pre-bake a little bit, yeah. Yeah, and again, I probably should have been a little bit more diligent to put the something in there, a weight to keep it from it's okay, it goes solid up, but
and
it's
it
gonna be
doesn't
fine.
stick. Yeah.
And honestly, it's gonna taste good, so who cares? I think it's fine. So anyhow, there it goes. It goes in the oven at 350 for about, well, until you know it's done. I don't know how long.
Whoa, they
okay, they came out. Of course, they're too hot to touch. We're gonna let them cool, but they look done. I put a knife in. The knife came out clean.
Yeah.
I think they're done.
And so, they didn't go over.
And it didn't go over too bad. No, it all cooked right. Yeah. So we'll let it set up here and do what it needs to do. Yeah. I don't know how it'll taste, but
Oh, they'll taste great.
We'll see.
Yes.
So listen, what I'm going to do real quick, I'm moving this up to 500 on the oven, and I'm going to put my cast iron in there, and I'm going to let this thing get super hot to make your pizza.
Okay.
And all I do, it's very, very simple. This is as simple as it can get with this pizza thing. When that comes out, take it over here. I'm going to put a little oil on the bottom of the pan. Then I'm going to dollop this in. And I'm going to spread it around with a spoon and even up the sides. And while I'm doing that, the thing will start cooking actually, because the pan will be so hot. I'll put it in for 10 minutes at 500 and just let it cook. And it'll cook and make a nice hard shell, if you would. And it'll be a little thin, but it's good. And then, because of the way I'm doing this, I won't put any kind of pizza sauce in, but instead I'll slice real thin some tomatoes and put it around. And put that down, put the pepperoni, which I love, down, put a little bit of onion down, put some mushrooms down. I'm even going to take some of that spinach that we haven't used here, and I'm going to put that down. And then I'm going to cover it with I've got some mozzarella, shredded mozzarella. I'll put that all around it. I'll stick it back in the oven for another 10 minutes, pull it out, let it cool, and it's done. So that's how easy that is. So it's sort of fun to do. All right, folks, there it is. Isn't it nice? So we're going to let that cool down for a few moments, and then we'll slice it open. And by the way, I forgot to put basil on that I had off my garden, but put it on now. Very nice. Do not touch the pan, I tell you right now.
No, the pan is very hot.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
Very easy meal. That's a 20-minute meal.
It is, if you have the starter.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know how many of you are actually doing sourdough.
I'm learning.
Yes.
I'm not there
You're
yet.
doing great, though.
I'm getting better. My breads are coming out where they're edible. I wasn't getting mine to rise right, but I think it would actually now. My starter.
Oh, we were having trouble
better
with the starter.
Yeah. So things are looking up. And the one thing I want to do is make like a sandwich loaf with raisins in it. Do like a cinnamon raisin kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, I'm going to let this sit for a few moments, and then we'll take a picture of when we come back and put it on a couple of paper plates. It's Saturday night. We don't use real plates on Saturday night. We use paper plates, and I'm drinking a tonic water.
It's still sizzling.
Yeah, it is. That's how hot that pan is.
Yeah.
But I'm hungry, and I'm not waiting anymore. So there. Can't quite cut that end here a little bit. Come on now. Play nice. Beautiful. Tell you what, I'm still gonna cut it.
I'm gonna let you cut it, and then I'll come back.
You're gonna laugh at me the whole while. I'm dying to eat something. All right, it's the next morning, and we're having this after church. It's wonderful. It's delicious. It's more creamy than I anticipated, but I like it. And I always put a little Tabasco on mine. So, hey, try it. It's a simple recipe and goes together real quick, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Have a great day.